All American News brings you our people's contribution to America and freedom. She needs no introduction. The ever-present autograph seeker, and Mary McLeod Bethune is gracious. Mrs. Bethune is off to the San Francisco conference as a special consultant. She received the appointment from the State Department.
Congressman Powell of New York is on hand to learn what child wins the popularity contest conducted by the Harlem Boys Club. In vying for honors, many of the youngsters dressed in novel costumes and demonstrated their special talent. The contest caught the fancy of the kids and their parents, so it will be an annual event. Among the winners, a close haircut for the occasion, a junior glamour girl. There were lots of prize winners, and each received a war bond. Negro World War hero, one of many. Funeral rites for Captain Wendell O. Pruitt, 24-year-old St. Louis veteran of World War II. A fighter pilot, he was credited with 70 combat missions over Europe, during which he shot down 3 enemy planes and destroyed 8 others on the ground, and helped sink a German destroyer. He was killed in a plane crash at Tuskegee Field, where he was instructing for the Air Force. He received the Distinguished Flying Cross and other citations.
Annually, Chicago has Cleanup Week. Wendell Phillips School forms a broom brigade. The Association of Commerce and city authorities sponsor the cleanup drive, with school children dismissed for a full week, helping with the work. The Oakland grade school kids, like youngsters all over the big windy city, set out well-equipped to do a fine job. Not even time to whistle while they work. Where does all the paper come from? We know where it'll go, into the paper salvage. The disabled crew sets out to take over a chair. In a city of over 4 million people, there's a lot of cleaning up to do, and the youngsters do such a great job that Chicago usually wins the annual award in the nationwide cleanup paint-up movement. At Norfolk, Virginia, impressive ceremonies take place at Christ and St. Luke's Protestant Episcopal Church as the Reverend Bravid Washington Harris is elevated to the bishopric of Liberia, thus becoming that denomination's only Negro bishop in active service. He will have charge of 30 clergymen in Liberia. Music was rendered by the choir of St. Paul Polytechnic Institute of Lawrenceville, Virginia, an Episcopal church school. The faith came from various parts of the nation to attend the ceremonies. The Reverend Harris, soon to be a bishop. Other clerics who will take part in the elaborate ritual. The consecration services were led by the Right Reverend Henry St. George Tucker, presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church in the United States, assisted by other churchmen, while the choir rendered the musical accompaniment. The new bishop is a native of Warrenton, North Carolina, and was rector of Grace Church in Norfolk for 20 years prior to 1944, when he joined the church's National Council in New York as educational secretary in its Negro field of work. The new Bishop Harris. Fellow clergymen wish him well as he prepares to leave for distant Liberia.